Welcome to Fool's Key Tarot. I'm Ben, and this is a daily reading from Monday, May 12th, 2025. Let's see what the cards have to tell us today. The Knight of Pentacles. This is a card that has to do with reliable work, with steadiness, with sturdiness, with habits, especially very long-standing habits. Next, we have the Four of Cups, another very stable card because it's a 4, which is one of the most stable numbers. And so I can see maybe some boredom, maybe some lack of activity, a retreat from something interesting in order to do something that is a little bit more boring or mundane. Our last card is the Page of Swords, which can indicate inquisitiveness and curiosity and trying out different ideas. Less changing your mind and adopting a new attitude, and more exploring different attitudes, exploring different points of view, different opinions. Maybe taking a side of an argument that you don't actually believe in, but trying it just to see what it's like, and if you can defend the position, and if it makes sense to you. So altogether, I'm seeing that there could be something very boring that you have to do today. It's probably something you have to do every day or every week or every month. It's a regular thing. It didn't just pop up today out of nowhere. You probably expected it, or even if you didn't expect it, it's something you've had to do many times before. And you might have to turn down something more fun in order to make time for it. The Four of Cups is about retreating a little bit. You can see the person is rejecting the cup that is being offered to them. They are retreating into themselves and going away from something fun and pleasurable, represented by the cups, and towards something that might be fun and pleasurable in its own way, but usually a less obvious or outwardly exciting way. And coupled with the Knight of Pentacles, which is also about mundane and boring and steady, I definitely think that today there's something that you have to do that isn't really fun, but almost certainly has an important purpose. And you feel dedicated to this goal. And so even though you're tempted to not do it or to put it off, you choose to do it anyways. Now the Page of Swords comes in and really shifts the reading because it's quite unlike the other cards. The Page of Swords is not about boring things. It's not about retreating into yourself. It's about trying out other things. The pages are always about those first explorative steps on some new direction. And so I think that when you do this boring thing, it will go a little bit differently than usual, and you'll have a different idea about how to do it. It might be the method that you're using. It might be the purpose that you have for doing it. It might be the overall approach that you take, the way that you do it. You have an idea for how to maybe do it differently. And I think you might be tentative. You might think, oh, I've always done it this way. I shouldn't change. It's worked before. I know it'll work. This new idea is a risk. It might fail. It might not go like I want or hope. And the cards are not here to tell you whether the old way or the new way is better. I think what the cards are telling you is that it's worth exploring the new direction. Don't default to the old way just because it's the way you've done it. The Knight of Pentacles is extremely reliable, which can be a good thing, but they can also be boring, and they can also be stuck in their ways and refuse to try something new just because it's new. And so I think the cards are encouraging you to try this new way if you can without committing to it. The pages are very non-committal cards. They're just tentative steps in a new direction. So whatever you had to turn down or turn away from in order to stick to this routine or stick to this obligation that's a little bit more mundane and less exciting, I think even though you refused to partake in that, it may have been what gave you this new idea. It may have put the thought in your head. It may have been the impetus. You might think, in the future, I'd like to be able to accept these cups. And so maybe this is an idea for how to accomplish what you need to do faster or more efficiently, or maybe even reduce the need to do all of it so that you could accept the cups and also be reliable. Perhaps your idea is about how you could maybe have it both ways, but maybe you're a little bit nervous to try because it could represent a significant shakeup or because it might be risky. And I think the wisdom that the cards have for you today is that try to explore without committing this new direction, because that way, if it doesn't work out well, you can always go back to the old reliable method. So don't jump in head first and fully get rid of your old method, but do see if you can try and determine if there's anything to this new method. And with the cup card in the center, and cups have to do with mixing and bringing together and combining and integrating. So I think that the most likely outcome is that you'll be able to take some of these new ideas. They won't all work out, but they might give you some new approaches. And if you combine that with the old way, that might be the best possible path forward. But it's probably not clear right now which of the new ideas are the good one and which of the new ideas are not as good. And so you're just going to have to try them out and find out what works. But be open to mixing the old way and the new way. And if you do that well enough, you may find that this burden is less burdensome and leaves you more time or energy to put towards things that you would care about more. So if you enjoyed this reading, then subscribe to see more. And if you'd like to learn about tarot cards or try any of my online guided readings, then head on over to foolskey.com where you can check that out. Thanks for watching and see you tomorrow.